What's up, everybody? Team Armor Light 1312, kicking off this series on spiritual warfare. Coming out right here, right now, saying we're declaring war on the kingdom of darkness. When you shine light, darkness has no choice but to go away. And that's exactly what we're about to do. Now, this first video, you guys saw the intro to this series. The whole point is to make you feel empowered. I want you to know the weapons you have, the things you've been given to go out and fight. I don't want you walking away fearful. A lot of people are afraid to talk about the devil and all this doom and gloom stuff. We're not going to necessarily get into that. I want you to know he's real, he's there. I want you to know you're able to punch him in his mouth, kick him in his teeth, and take him down. Alright? We're going to feel empowered. You're going to walk away. You're going to learn a lot, because I sure have, studying this stuff. Alright, so let's kick it off. The first seed of fear we're going to go out and demolish is called ill health. Very simply put, ill health could be anything, man. You know, if you got a chronic disease, a chronic problem, you know, you're constantly getting injured, breaking your arms and stuff. I personally feel if people took their health seriously, we'd avoid a lot of the problems going on in the world right now. I work at a hospital, and truthfully, it is sad to see when I dispatch and I see the roster of people getting moved. It's the same people over and over and over again. And I propose this question to you. How are you supposed to fulfill God's calling in your life if you don't do anything but spend your time in the hospital? You're constantly in and out of hospitals, in your doctor's office. When do you go out and fulfill your calling? It's the enemy going and destroying you, man. He's put that thought process dominate your mind, and now you're spending all this time constantly, oh, I gotta check up on this, I gotta check up on this. I'm not saying it's bad to keep your health going, but take the initiative to start eating better, getting yourself fit, alright? It's not okay to let yourself go. I don't care if you see all these shirts that say, hey, I'm the big dog, it's good to be big. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's not an excuse. It's unacceptable is what it is. Alright? So I'm going to tell you this much. You're probably thinking to yourself, Justin, you trying to come at me like you're some kind of fitness guru, like you're Mr. Olympia? No. I have been involved in nutrition and fitness my entire life, though. But like I said, I want to show you guys how the enemy can use this stuff to twist you and put these fears and thoughts in your mind that now instead of walking down or running down that highway of God's calling, he's pulling you off on all the exit ramps to help you drift and pull you away. How does that happen? Well, first of all, let's just say you got diagnosed with diabetes, right? Your doctor comes in and says, hey, Mr. Smith, I'm sorry to tell you, you've got type 1 diabetes, yada, yada, yada. Now, it's acceptable, obviously, for those first few hours, day or two even, to be like, man, I can't believe I just got this. What is not cool is to throw yourself a pity party and start saying, oh, why me? I can't believe God did this to me. I don't deserve this. I can't believe this. No. Take some initiative as a person. Have faith and believe in God that he can do all things. And he can heal you. You got to take some initiative, though, and use that faith in action. Change some of your eating habits. Get rid of a lot of those simple sugars. Go outside and start walking. You don't need to start going out and doing triathlons day one. Go out, go for some long walks. Take your wife out. You two need to spend some quality time together. Go for a walk. Start getting active. Get yourself in the habit and slowly progress. Alright? A lot of things people do is they misfire on. They want to do it all at once. They want to go out and do 400 push-ups, 1,000 crunches, 80 pull-ups, and 6 miles. And it's like, well, you got to build to that, man. It's not an overnight process. Now, the devil, he wants you to stay in that mindset of the pity party, the isolation. He wants to take you down that road. Why? Again, it starts dominating your thought process. Let me take you through a hypothetical situation. Let's just say you're going to work. The next day you go to work, you're either called to be a blessing to others, someone special there that really needs you to help them out and be an encourager, or maybe there's someone that day that you need to meet, that they're going to open up doors and new opportunities in your life that you've been maybe praying about day in and day out, and here comes your opportunity. Now, you will miss God's blessing if you stay in that mindset of, oh, why me, the diabetes, I can't believe this, I'm going to die from this. So, let's just say we're walking down the hallway, you're at work. That guy you're supposed to stop and talk to, who's going to be the one who opens up the doors and opportunities of new things in your life. Instead of saying, hey man, how are you? You're like, I don't want to talk to him. You're so stuck in your little world that's all about you right now that you just missed your blessing. Or maybe there's somebody else in that hallway that you were supposed to talk to. And because you're so stuck in your own little world, you missed them. And maybe that person goes home and does something that's you can't bring back. Now, the other thing you need to be mindful of, these thought processes, if you keep treading on them and you keep the process going, they become entrenched and they become what they call auto-thinking. What does that mean? I'll explain it. Basically, let's take the fact of, let's say you got a fear of heights, right? And there's maybe a certain type of event that leads it. Maybe it's like if you lean over an edge and your mind instantly sends this thought of fear and this like despair. Oh man, I'm gonna die. I need to get off this building. I can't look over there. See, that's automatic. It's like the fight or flight. It's automatic. You didn't necessarily even have to think. Your brain has an automatic recording in it, and just that situation has an automatic set. Now, the minute when you start getting this ill health thing rolling in your mind, and you're going, and you're constantly thinking on it and dwelling on it, you don't stop to demolish and declare war on it and conquer that thought, it starts becoming an automatic thought. So anytime maybe you get a common cold, that let's not kid ourselves, everybody usually gets that. It lasts 2, 3, 4 days maybe and it's gone. No big deal. Whatever. Now you get the common cold and it's, oh man, what if this turns into strep throat? What if this becomes bronchitis? What if it's an infection? How can I do this? And now do you see how you completely drift away from your calling because you get so isolated off on the ill health situation, on your health? And again, I want you to take care of yourself. I just want you to be able to identify the thoughts and how they take you off. Again, we're on a highway with God. He's rolling. He's got a high-speed Corvette ready to take us and bless us. But if you keep taking every exit ramp, because the devil's over there waving you on over, you got to be able to just look at him and say, see, I'm on the highway here. I'm rolling. Now you're probably asking yourself, well, I don't get it. I imagine the devil being this guy with horns and a big pitchfork tail looking to scare the crap out of me in the middle of the night. Well, it's called spiritual warfare for a reason. It's like the wind. You can't see the wind, but you know it's there. So like Hebrews 11. Faith is the substance of things hoped for and evidence of things not yet seen. So you got to understand, you're not going to necessarily see the guy walking out with the horns and pitchfork. It's going to be thoughts. His goal is to take over and own your mind. When he owns your mind, he owns you. Now there's a lot of talk out there about slavery and things still going on in this world. So I propose this question to you. How many people are so slaves to their own mindset? They refuse to step out because their mind is owned by the devil. Well, we're about to kick off the video 2 to this. I don't want you to be afraid. I just want you to see the reality. Because we're about to arm up, get out there, and kick the devil in his mouth, because you're about to be shown the weapons we're going to use.